Hey guys, John with JR Speed, John for Self Protection, and also the founder of the Cyrano Method. I'm the coach and the head advisor for that system. And I am a Medusa Edge weapon instructor. So, making this video real quick because the camera is dying. So, a couple months ago, I got this knife right here. This is the REAT. I will put the code name or the model name up right here. But I got this thinking that it was going to replace maybe this for me, because I've carried the Raj 3 for years back, but I just don't carry folding knives anymore because I have this condition called HAVS, it's hand-arm vibration syndrome, and even like right now my hands are like numb because it's due to it's nerve damage due to vibration. So when I carried folding blades or knives, I was just OCD about like blade centering and stuff. If I had a knife that like there was something going on with the blade, I would take that knife apart and try and get it correct. And now since I have that condition, it makes it like where I can't do a lot of nimble things with my hands. So, like I just can't stand like if I get a like folding blade and it's off center, it just drives me nuts. So when my hand started like getting worse off, last year, it really started getting bad, kind of like 2024, then like beginning of 2025. So, when I started training to become a Medusa Edge weapon instructor under Brian Kanata, I just said, I'm not carrying folding blades anymore, because I found this knife, the Talk to Me Talk Muted, which, rides in the pocket great. And like, I don't carry these on pocket clips. I don't carry these, on the belt or anything. I just carry these down in the pocket. This blade rides super good in the pocket. Something that you got to think about if you're going to carry any type of knife for defense or like protection is deployment. Like if you can't get the blade into the situation, then it's useless. And if it's not something that's comfortable, you're not going to carry it. And I'm a bigger guy, so I have sometimes a hard time finding a knife that like carries well on the belt or with a clip or something like that, like that's comfortable. But I started carrying the KBAR TDIs a couple years ago and found they ride real well in the pocket. So I just started carrying fixed blades in the pocket because they have these type of sheaths, like whether it's KYDEX or FRN or whatever you want to call it. This one's not KYDEX. This one's like an FRN or like an ABS plastic or something. Well, they're pressure retention sheaths. You can just shoot them off. And seeing as this just rides in my pockets, like straight up, I can just reach in my pocket, grab the blade, deploy the sheath in the pocket so I don't have to worry about losing the sheath. And then since this is a canted forward or a forward-driven blade design similar to the KBAR TDI, not as canted as the KBAR TDI, and I actually like that. It actually works real well. But, this comes right out of the pocket and it's ready. It's go time. So this is the only drawback to this blade right here. 3CR, not even 3CR or 13, not even MOV. So pretty garbage steel, but I'm not a steel snob. I'm not one of these people that have to have real expensive steel. And seeing as I'm trained in the Medusa Edge weapon system, which probably should have never been called an Edge weapon system because the edge is redundant in that system. It's a point-driven stabbing system. It's a sharp force system. But since that's a system that I'm an instructor in and I've trained in, I'm not worried about like the edge. I'm not worried about how well this thing holds an edge. All I'm worried about is the point, and it has to have a strong point. And so the blades that I particularly lean toward are Tanto blades and reinforced Tanto blades because I know that the tips are strong on those type of knives. So, this has a really nice Tanto blade. I know the point. You can see how thick that Tanto tip is. Like it's not, well, you can't say that well, but I know that this point's not going to break very easily. It's going to get the job done. You don't have to have a super expensive steel. Well, all that being said, that's what I've been carrying. So I got this knife, this REAT, thinking that this was going to kind of replace the Talk to Me Talk Muted. Nothing's really replaced the Talk to Me Talk Muted, or Talk to Me Talk Muted replaced the KBAR TDI. This is a great knife, okay? Great knife. I was actually surprised. And a lot of people viewed this video on my channel, and a lot of people left comments like, I'm getting that knife. Thanks for giving us the plug on that right there, because we're definitely getting that. So a lot of people have liked this blade. A lot of people have got it. This company is one of those weird companies though on Amazon that I don't know a lot about it. It says they like were founded in 1995, but when you like go to look up and do research, you don't find anything really about them. There's another company like that's spelled almost the same way, but it just has an E at the end, but it's not the same company, so you can't really find anything about this company. But it's weird, and I would say that's super sketch, and I wouldn't really buy it from a company like that. But when I got this knife, I mean, the knife is overbuilt, man. Like, I mean, it's a really, really nice knife. Everything about it, the fit and finish of this thing is just like on point. And I mean, everything they do here, I mean, it's an overbuilt knife. It's super nice, super sharp. They say it's D2. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that, seeing as, I mean, they're going for so inexpensive. Like, you wouldn't be making any money, like, to sell this for like 19 something dollars. I mean, because, I mean, in a lot of cases, the D2 heat treat is going to be, you know, more than that. So, I mean, a true D2 usually is going for over $30. So, if this is actually D2, I mean, they're not making any money on these. But, super, super nice knife. And I really didn't know that they had other knives. Like, I just got it for a screaming deal. I saw it, caught my eye. So then I bought this one. And this is my second REAT knife. And this is like a really nice little neck knife. And I'll put the description and everything in the like the model number and the steel, because this one's not D2, but it's like a step above some of these other steels, like 5CR. I think the steel that this is, I think this is better than 5CR MOV, which I got some knives that are in that, and a lot of knives you get at places that are using 5CR MOV, and I think this still is better. But today, what this video is really about is this one right here. This is my third REAT knife, and this just came in. And the thing about this kukri style one right here is it was bigger and heavier than what I thought, like way, way overbuilt. I mean, this knife's got some heft to it. So I was like, this is not going to probably be, so it's not going to beat the Takumi Takamura, because this is a little bit of a lighter blade. Like, so this would not work down in the pocket as well. So then I got this neck knife just for, just like everyday stuff. But then I just got this one in today, and this one actually is a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. Like, but this is a really, really nice little knife, and we're going to put the model and this is D2 right here. I don't know if it says it. It does not. It just says REAT. But this is like, I thought this was going to be like bigger than what it is, but I mean, it's perfect. But it's not even a full four-finger knife almost. But I mean, it's the ergonomics are really, really well on this. But I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. And but this one right here would make a great net carry. I mean, I love net carrying, like just EDC knives. I mean, you know, I love my SOG Instinct, and this is the W Mini from Odenwolf, or W Mini 2, or whatever it is. It's one of those. But love this knife right here. This is actually a full four-finger knife. This is really like what I carry a lot. But I also carry the SOG Instinct. Loved that knife. I got that knife because that's a story I'll have to tell on another day because the camera's dying. But I've had the SOG Instinct since like 2018, I believe. Like maybe even before. Like I think 2018. SOG Instinct's a great little knife, but that's 5CR15 MOV. Like this is D2, so they say. But I didn't pay D2 price for it. So if this is D2, they didn't make any money when I bought it. So, but it says D2 right on the blade, and it's for the most part, I mean, it's performed relatively well. I keep it oiled. I live down in Florida, so you want to keep oil on your D2 blades. But yeah, they say this one's D2, and nice little knife. Let's I rambled on, so we didn't really talk. I'm like, you can get all the specs and stuff from Amazon. Like I say, I'm not a knife review guy, but I may start reviewing more knives. But I plan on getting a couple more REAT knives because these things are just overbuilt, man. And once again, if you look, just like the other one I got, I mean, it's got that same quality fit and finish there. I mean, they do that on the spine. Look at that. I mean, super, super nice. And like, I wouldn't carry this probably for defensive purposes maybe, but just for, like, carrying it as a neck knife, maybe it could replace, this or, like, replace the SOG, Instinct. I'm not a real big SOG fan, to be honest with you. I just love the Instinct. It's just, like, such a great knife. And I love the Gambit as well. I've had the Gambit for longer than I had the Instinct, I think. Well, I got them around the same time, actually, but I've never been a huge SOG guy. So when I talk about the SOG Instinct, that just tells you, I mean, I really, really like that knife. But could this replace the SOG Instinct? Um, I don't think it'll replace the SOG Instinct. I think that maybe I'll carry it every once in a while. Just like I don't think that this replaces the SOG Instinct for me. But I carried this today at work at the park and I freaking had to use it, like, because I was weeding on the riverbank, and what happens? We get freaking fish line around the weed eater head, and so I have to cut it out. Like, a great little knife. I've carried this at the park a lot. I like it using it. I mean, it gets used almost every single day if I carry it. So does the SOG Instinct when I carry it. So, I mean, I'm sure that if I carried this, I'll probably carry it as a neck knife because that's the size that it is. I mean, and this one, like I say, it's just a three-finger knife, but it does have good ergonomics where even though it's a three-finger knife, it sits down on the pinky so you can get a good grip. It's almost a four-finger grip, almost. It kind of feels almost that way. I mean, and in a pinch, you could definitely use this in a defensive situation and mess somebody up. It's still a lot of blade for a smaller knife. And like I say, I actually thought this was going to be way bigger. I never really look at the dimensions and stuff. Like, I just look at the picture and be like, oh yeah, that looks whatever. And maybe I need to start looking at the dimensions and whatever. But I seen another knife that I did actually look at the dimensions. It's more along. I didn't actually look at the dimensions. I saw a YouTube video where a guy had both. He has this one and that one, and they're relatively the same size. But I like the blade style of that other one, and they're both from REAT. And I'm gonna get maybe a couple of those actually because I'm I have a 4-year-old son, a 1-year-old daughter, and a kid on the way. All with the same mother, of course. But just had to throw that in there because I am black. So um, didn't want y'all to think like, oh yeah, like he's one of those who's like just whatever. But anyhow, um, I want to get them each a knife. Of course, not until I'm not gonna give it to them until they're older, like maybe like 16 or until they're old enough that I know that I can like trust them with it. But um, like I'm gonna raise them up, teach like the Medusa Edge weapon system. So I'm gonna eventually give them their own knives, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get them the ones that I like that I plan on getting next. I'm gonna get several of them, but yeah, that is my third REAT knife, and like it kept on like kind of gnawing at me. Like when I would see this one, like I kept on seeing it. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be bigger, but I mean, this is actually the perfect size for just EDC. Like, and it's an interesting little knife. I mean, like I had just got the CRKT minimalist cleaver, and I like that knife because my head ranger at the park, he carries one of those things, and he showed me like I mean, he uses that thing for everything. And I just got him a sheath because he actually found his at the park. Like somebody just dropped it like on the ground or something, and he found it like a while back ago, and he's used that for everything. And he just carried it in his pocket because it doesn't have a point on it, so he just carried it live blade in his pocket. And I like that kind of like triggered me, so I bought him a sheath like from CRKT the other day. But I bought one because I liked his so well, but it just didn't seem like it would stay in the sheath really well. And I think kind of like that's probably why he ended up finding his on the ground, because of the fact that probably they don't have that great of sheath retention, and somebody was probably wearing it neck carry and it probably just fell out of the sheath. So I hope that don't happen to his, because it probably already happened to his one time, and that's why he found it. But yeah, really liked that knife, but I don't like the retention on the sheath, so I don't carry it. But this one has really good retention in its KYDEX sheath, so like we'll give it a chance on neck carry. And I use these clips, like this lanyard right here. We can see these that have these right, so I could just change it out real easy. But yeah, guys, my camera is dead, so that's the end of this video. It's a pretty long video. Take a good look at that right there. Like I say, we'll post everything, the specs in the description and stuff like that, and you'll know about the knife. But like I say, I'm not a knife review guy, so don't expect me to like tell you every little thing. Like, we'll just put it in the description or up on the screen right now. Like, look for that. But all the good stuff comes in editing. But yeah, if you wanted a good look at this knife, if you've seen it and didn't have a good idea of like the dimensions, and like I say, the sun's gone down and everything, but it's a lot smaller than what you would think, like in the description on Amazon, but definitely worth the buy, you guys. Hey, y'all take it easy. Camera's dead. Always remember that the world's a big place, all dangers very real, and it's always better to be paranoid alive than complacent dead. And I don't expect y'all to be paranoid, but and I'm not paranoid, I'm paranoid, but yeah, always remember that there's not a lot of situations in life that's going to be worth your life or your freedoms. But if your back's against the wall, you got to do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, when you can, it's always best just to walk away. So you guys take it easy.